Today on San Diego Living, a retreat just for the ladies. We'll tell you about a getaway to help you get a new career. Plus, pasta is calorie-free during Festa, right? We'll give you a taste of the fun. But first, a breast cancer survivor shares a story that reminds us all there is life after cancer. San Diego Living starts right now.
Welcome to San Diego Living. I'm Renee Cohn. Her mission and her passion, helping women learn about how to prevent, detect, and deal with breast cancer. And she's experienced it all firsthand. We are thrilled today to have breast cancer survivor and author of You Are Not Alone, Andrea Schneider, with us. Thank you so much for being so brave, going through your journey, and then having the courage to write about it to help other women who are experiencing the same thing.
Thank you, Renee.
Yeah, you're here in San Diego, and your story really captivated me because you had an 18-month-old, were breastfeeding, and that is when you discovered that there was something going on.
Right, yeah. I had this lump that kept coming back in my right breast, and I'd had it biopsied several times, and it had been fine. And this particular time it wasn't fine. It was something called ductal carcinoma in situ. So they had to go in and they had to take out more because they didn't have a clean margin. And then they found more ductal carcinoma in situ.
So going through this journey, I'm sure it was incredibly scary. The end result was you ended up having a double mastectomy and reconstructive surgery.
Right, right. I was shocked when I got diagnosed. It was very early stage breast cancer, but yet my choices were mastectomy or radiation followed by tamoxifen.
And that's just, in your book you talk about how that seems so extreme from
Right.
one to the other. How did you attack the research, the exploration to really make an informed decision?
Well, I was just shocked that those were my choices, and I kept thinking there must be a better choice. So the more I kept thinking that, I kept thinking, well, I'm going to do some internet research and find something better. And unfortunately, I didn't find something better.
Through this whole process, you are doing great now. Your kid's 14 and 6,
Right.
and you're healthy, you're speaking, you wrote this amazing book. What do you want other women to know from your journey that can maybe save them some time, some grief, and some anguish?
Well, that they really need to be proactive. They need to pay attention to their own bodies. If they have something suspicious, they really need to check it out. If you know that you have something going on in your breast, you need to be persistent. You need to talk to the doctor, and don't take no for an answer until you get a solid answer. No, it's not cancer.
Emotionally, I'm sure it was an incredibly challenging time. What helped you with friends and family and support?
Well, it was great. I had great neighbors, great family, great friends. People dropped in. They brought me dinner. They sent me packages, sent me blankets, anything anyone did, a little phone call, an email. That was just great.
You talk about early detection and prevention.
Right.
What was the single most important thing you discovered going through this process?
Well, like I said, that you need to be persistent. You have to be your own advocate. If you really feel you have something, you need to know for sure. Is it cancer or it's not cancer? You don't want to find out you had cancer and you didn't do anything about it.
Going through the extreme procedure that you had with the double mastectomy and the reconstructive surgery, how did that affect you as a wife, a mother, a woman?
Well, it was difficult. My little boy was 18 months old, so during some of the surgeries, I couldn't even lift him up. He'd be in his crib. Someone else would have to lift him up and put him on my lap. It was very difficult in that way.
When women are putting off getting a mammogram because, you know, there could be breast cancer in their family, it might be a little scary, your reaction to people saying, maybe I just don't want to know.
You really need to know, because if you have it, you need to know as soon as possible. Of course, no one wants to get breast cancer, but if you do have it, you want to find it as early as possible, because that's when it's most treatable.
Going through that journey of research and finding that there were these two different options, what would you like other women to know?
Well, it's just shocking. What I want women to know, and anyone really, men or women, because some men do get breast cancer. Very few.
Thank you for mentioning that,
yes,
by the way.
About 1 out of 100 or so. But that you need to be proactive and you need to weigh out your options. So don't just pick the option that seems the easiest. Weigh out what is the chance of recurrence with each option. what is the chance of survival with each option, and consider the side effects with each option. And then make an informed decision.
Right. And Andrea, this is what you did. You spent a lot of time, a lot of research, and now you're helping other women to be proactive and do the same. And ladies and gentlemen, you get to meet Andrea tomorrow at 8 a.m. at the Allied Gardens Rec Center. She will be there. And also another chance at the Kearney Mesa Public Library. We also want to give some folks your book for free because we want women, we want men, we want families to be educated to do all that they can for prevention, early detection, and treatment, if that's the case. So go to our website at sandiego6.com, and I bet your kiddos are so proud of you.
They really are, and they really were so supportive, and they really gave me the strength to make it through this time.
Wonderful. Andrea, thank you so much for coming on.
Renee.
Thank you for your courage, and thank you for telling your journey and giving a lot of other ladies and men hope.
Thank you, Renee.
Good to have you.